One thing that really resonated in my heart was just to leave aside the old because I'm a new creation in Christ.
God's love is constant despite of our imperfection. I want God to take over my life because without Him, I don't know where I'd be.
I think that He is telling me that I am set apart and that I have a purpose, and which is to engage with other kids, especially kids at my age.
He was telling me that I am good enough for Him, because in my head, sometimes I'm always like, I'm not good enough for my family, I'm not good enough for my friends, I'm not good enough for you, Lord. As I entered that place, day one, He kept telling me, Zeph, you are enough.
For me, what resonated in my heart was to not be afraid to share the gospel, because recently with my friends, I've been more afraid of thinking like what they would believe. Oh, I shouldn't be afraid. And after this whole conference, I was like, well, I should be proud of like this and like who I am.
I believe that God is telling me to go and evangelize and preach the gospel to my friends, help spread His word with the new knowledge that I have now.
I think that one word to describe my ENC conference experience would be gospel, because we need to accept the gospel in our hearts and that we need to spread the good news to other people.
It's transformation, because once you come to ENC, it's like a whole different experience. God will not judge you, and just come as who you are and just be yourself, because God knows that there's a plan for you.
Like, I want to learn more about Him, and I want other people to know about Him as well.
I think God was really telling me that I was carrying all these baggages, and there were certain things I'm holding on to that I really need to let go and just keep here. He's bringing me into a season of my life where I can't keep these things anymore.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that my cup has run a little empty last year, but coming back here in 2025 has refilled it back to its fullest.
Coming into the ENC conference, I personally went through a moment in my life where I stood up to my faith, and in return, I received a lot of rejection, but I knew that it was the cost of following Jesus.
Something my dad always used to tell me is that you can never be reminded enough of what really matters, and that is stuff like this.
Change the campus, change the world.
Change the campus, change the world. Change the campus, change the world.
One life at a time.
One life at a time.
Change the campus, change the world, one life at a time. Slay! Yeah, we're good? What do I do now? Do I stop?